Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that the video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine, as you can see. Kisumu is fantastic, and maybe you could also let me know where you are watching the video from. The county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, in August this year, the presidents and heads of states of East African Community converged in Nairobi, and they officially endorsed the candidature of Raila Odinga for his bid of becoming the chair of the African Union Commission.
As a country, as we present the Honorable Raila Odinga to be our candidate, it is because Africa, our motherland, deserves the best.
We believe that offering a highly qualified, experienced, and competent candidate to lead the African Union Commission is perfectly consistent with our commitment to the transformation of our continent through our institution of Pan-African unity.
My selection to be Kenya's candidate is not about one man's ambition, but an African's journey to serve the motherland.
Personally, I know Baba Odinga, my kaka, not only as a wise statesman, but also as one who can make a strong case in advancing Africa's development priorities.
So we are now looking for a pointsman, the one to lead us in that big battle of prosperity.
As a chairman of the East Africa community, I strongly appeal to the region to rally behind Right Honorable Odinga and adopt him as the region's candidate.
You will be making Africa proud and powerful. You are right, Mr. President. You will do more than that. You will make Africa proud. You will make Africa powerful. You will make Africa peaceful. And you will make Africa prosperous.
East Africa Community has 8 countries. There is Kenya, there is Uganda, there is Tanzania, there is Burundi, there is the DRC, there is the Rwanda, there is the South Sudan, and Somali. On that particular day, the Somalian president was missing in action. But he delivered his message of endorsement for Raila Odinga through William Samoei Arap Ruto. By that time, Raila Odinga had secured the support of 19 countries for his bid of becoming the next chair of the African Union Commission. For one to be elected as the chair of the African Union Commission, they need the support of 34 countries, which means Raila Odinga only needed to look for additional 15 countries. Because by that time, Raila Odinga, I think, had not even formally submitted his bid. But there was another challenge with that bid. There was Somali candidate. And as fate would have it, the Somali candidate, Fazia Hassan, also formally endorsed the candidature of Raila Odinga.
Today, I've decided to also step down and support His Honorable Raila Odinga. I am in the spirit of Pan-Africanism and for Eastern Africa unity and development. I would like to support his candidacy, and I'm very pleased to do it. Somalia, as Right Honorable Odinga said before, Somalia and Kenya are sister countries. We therefore need to be working towards closer relationship with that also.
We don't want to be talking about Christians and Muslims, Anglophone, Francophone, Russophone. We want Africa to be one united continent.
And after that endorsement by Fauzia, it was expected that the entire East African community were going to sponsor one candidate by the name Raila Amolo Odinga, who was then going to face off with other candidates. As fate would have it, we have other candidates, but there's only a serious candidate from Djibouti, Mohamed Yusuf, who is giving Raila Odinga serious political headache. So recently, it became very clear that the Somalia government are not going to support the candidature of Raila Amolo Odinga, and that they were going to support the Djibouti candidate, Mohamed Yusuf. And for me, that move should actually worry Kenya and Raila Amolo Odinga in particular. So in this video, I want to reveal to you guys why the move by Somalia is actually a major blow to Raila Amolo Odinga, and why Raila Odinga should be very careful. But before you do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. But again, before I dive in, allow me to also take this opportunity to introduce you guys to LemFi. LemFi is a mobile money app for users in the UK, Canada, and the United States of America to send money to Kenya. They offer the best exchange rates, and the money will be delivered instantly into your M-Pesa account, Airtel Money account, and of course, if you want, directly into your bank account. You can use the link in the pinned comment to download the app. Please don't forget to download the app. Ladies and gentlemen, let us dive in. First of all, I want to ask you this question. As a Kenyan, do you support the candidature of Raila Odinga's bid of becoming the next chair of the African Union Commission? Personally, I fully support Raila Odinga's bid of becoming the next chair of African Union Commission. But I know after Raila Odinga entered into some kind of working arrangement with William Ruto, a lot of people were really disappointed because, you know, currently as we speak, William Ruto has become very unpopular amongst Kenyans, and Raila Odinga is being viewed as someone who has betrayed a cause, especially by the young generations, the Gen Zs. Do you support Raila Odinga's bid? Let me know in the comment section. And of course, we also know that for William Ruto to succeed in 2027, he must ensure that Raila Odinga becomes the chair of African Union Commission. If he's going to fail, then William Ruto is going to be in deep trouble, because William Ruto is now banking fully on the support of Raila Odinga's support base. That support base of Raila Odinga can only support William Ruto, in my view, if Raila Odinga were to succeed, because the moment Raila Odinga will succeed, I'm 100% sure that Raila Odinga will organize serious homecoming to win the support of his people and therefore transfer them to William Ruto. But I don't want to get into that politics for now. For now, I want us to focus on why Raila Odinga should actually be worried by the move by Somalia to endorse his opponent. Again, before I proceed, allow me to take this opportunity to thank the following people. You are seeing their names there for the coffee which they sent to me earlier today. It goes a long way in supporting this channel. You can also do the same using the numbers you are seeing on your screen there. Ladies and gentlemen, let us dive in. Why should Raila Odinga be worried about the Somalia move? Number one, the religious card. You see, several factors were at play. Of course, from the original announcement of the AU seat, chairmanship seat, of course, from the original announcement, and when Obasanjo declared his support for Raila Amolo Odinga, it was clear that the seat was being created for Raila Odinga. That's a fact. And for those who follow or who have been following the developments very closely, at some point they were also very clear that they were looking for someone who has either been a former president, a former head of state, or a former prime minister. Of all the candidates, the rest are foreign affairs ministers, former or current. But only Raila Odinga has served as a former prime minister. And of course, even when they made the announcement, when they announced the requirements, they were kind of tailored to also suit Raila Amolo Odinga. But it is now emerging that the Djibouti candidate is also showing strong moves against Raila Amolo Odinga. It's gaining ground. And one of the issues which has always been there is the issue of francophones. Francophones has 26 countries. These are countries which speaks French. Of course, there are some in East Africa, like Burundi has already declared support for Raila. There are some like Rwanda. Of course, I know some other countries, but there was also the element of religion. That the other candidates were predominantly Muslims, and Raila Odinga was a Christian. In fact, the main reason why it was deemed good for Raila Odinga to persuade the Somalian candidate was because of that aspect of religion. That the Muslim community would rally around their brothers. And for those who've been following the development in East African, the African context, they argued that that has always been the case. So by Somali supporting Mohammed Yusuf of Djibouti, I personally, I don't want to speak for you, I personally, I can safely say that it seems there is kind of an agreement, especially by the Muslim community, that they support the candidature of Yusuf. And that's something which should, in my view, worry Raila Amolo Odinga. Because if that were to happen, then it's going to be serious. I know, for example, Libya is going to fully support Raila Odinga. It's a Muslim community country, but it is going to support Raila Odinga because the president there is for Raila Odinga. I know. Maybe Raila Odinga will also win other countries. But now, if you add the Francophone and you add the Muslim factor, then Raila Odinga will have a bit of challenge there. So he should be very, very careful. Number two, there is also what I normally call perceptual value. You see, the moment the East African community agreed to support Raila Odinga fully, as a bloc, that was a very good gesture. But now we have one of the countries within the East African community bloc saying they are going to support the other candidate, that they've committed to that candidate. What signal are they sending? Is he sending? So which means even within the East African community here, there could be another country which might not vote for Raila Odinga. In fact, I was reading some article somewhere that Yoweri Museveni, who promised to lead that campaign, might actually not vote for Raila Odinga when the time now comes. I don't know. And that's why Raila should actually be worried, because at this critical moment in time, each and every single vote actually counts. Number three, it could be also that Raila Odinga's campaign and their approach is not persuasive enough. Because why would they fail to win the support of Somalia? Remember, Somalia is just a neighboring country. Why would they fail to convince Somalia to support? Because I doubt if Somalia and Djibouti has the kind of relationship we have with Somalia and Kenya. I doubt. But of course, there are normally those regional politics. Maybe they are at play. But for me, importantly, we should worry Raila Odinga is that more countries might actually be opposed to Raila Odinga silently. And that should be a very big worry for Raila Odinga. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what you think, but for me, I'm praying for Raila Odinga and I wish him success in his bid. If he becomes the chair of the African Union Commission, Kenyans will celebrate Kenya shall have won. Until that time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.